When toxic boss thinks his 40K salary excuses him from accountability, part 1/2. I've been dealing with this dude for like 3 years now. He's always been a bit of a jerk, but I never thought much of it. That is, until he started making demands that bordered on harassment. One day, we're in the middle of a meeting when he tells me I need to pick up more hours to meet our team's quota. No problem, right? Except this dude has a 40K salary, and I'm barely scraping by on minimum wage. I politely tell him that I've already worked my butt off and deserve some recognition for it. But does he listen? Nope. He just smirks at me like I'm the one who's entitled. You think you're better than me, he sneers. I make more than you, so why should I care about your feelings? Hello? That's not how it works, buddy. Just because we have different salaries doesn't mean I'm not doing my part. I try to explain to him that our team is underfunded and understaffed, but he just interrupts me and tells me to get my priorities straight. Like, what even is his problem? We're in the middle of a meeting with a client, and he's more concerned about getting his way than about doing what's best for the company. I'm about to lose it when our boss calls us out for being unproductive. But here's the kicker. After we get kicked out of that meeting, my toxic boss sends me a DM saying, "You're just salty because you know you'd be fired if you spoke up like that." Excuse me? You think I'm salty because I stood up for myself against your entitled butt? No, dude. I'm salty because you have no idea what it's like to work under the constant stress and pressure of being undervalued. And then he has the nerve to say, just wait until next quarter, when our department is supposed to receive a budget increase. What does that even mean? That we're supposed to just magically perform better without any support or resources? It sounds like a threat to me, but I guess it's just another day in the life of working for someone as broken as him. Part 2. So here's the update. My toxic boss accidentally books a flight to a conference next week and expects me to cover his hotel expenses while he's networking. Yeah, sure. Because that's exactly what I'm here for, to be your personal chauffeur. But then something weird happens. Our department's actual budget report comes out, and it turns out that our toxic boss was using company funds to pay off his own debts. Like, credit card debt. He was living large on our company money while he told me I was the one who was struggling. The fallout has been massive. Everyone in the office is talking about how they can't believe their toxic boss would stoop so low. Our boss gets roasted on social media for his hypocrisy. And as for my toxic boss, he's basically forced to resign after a bunch of our coworkers come forward with their own stories of him being an entitled nightmare. I guess you could say I got what was coming to me. Karma is a beautiful thing, folks. But it's also kind of sad. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to make a living and do our jobs without being taken advantage of. And when people like my toxic boss come along, they just remind us that there's still a lot of room for improvement in this world.